diamond shape knurling. Okay. Recorded again.
Once again, sir.
Okay. See, today I will show you about for what knurling operation. So knurling you can use for what gripping purpose. Okay. So there are two methods of knurling. See, first one is diamond shape knurling and the second one is straight knurling. So these are two methods of what knurling operation. So this is what these two are called as a what knurling wheel. Okay. See, one will be rotating clockwise and other will be rotating anti-clockwise. So in the time you will get what here on the workpiece you will get what diamond shape or zigzag. Okay. So that one I will show you now. Just observe. So this two wheel you should have to make it butt it on the workpiece and maximum you have to make it tight, and after that slowly you should have to move, and also RPM you should have to use slow speed, dead slow RPM for knurling operation. So slowly you should have to move to left to right. So this is what knurling operation. Okay. And next will be taper turning operation. So actually there are four methods of taper turning. See, first one is taper turning by compound dash method. So this we call as a what? Compound dash method. So by using this compound dash you can do one of the method of what? Taper turning. And second one is by using tie stock. So this is called as a what? Tie stock. So tie stock offset method. This is what second one. Third one is taper attachment method, and last one is form tool method. So but in your syllabus only one method is there, that is what? Compound dash method. So now I will show you for what? How to do the what? Compound dash method taper turning operation. So get it. So this is called as what? Capital D, and this will be small d, and this is length of taper. So you have to calculate for what? Angle alpha. So you will get what for this dimension? 3.8 something. So approximately you can take what? 4 degree. So formula for compound dash method is tan alpha is equal to capital D minus small d over 2L. Okay, the 2 will be what? Half of the cross section of the workpiece. So before you doing what, you have to set the angle. See what will get that angle? You have to set the angle in the compound rest. So here. So you have to lose this nut. Just one or two thread to make it loose. Just turn and make it. So this is the reference line. So here reference line is there. First you have to lose and set to 0. So here 0 will be there. So now actually see in the drawing, okay, see left side will be smaller diameter. Okay, see in model 2 right side will be smaller diameter. So smaller diameter side you have to go to adjust the angle from 0. So now I adjusted here 0 and then move to left side, because left side will be smaller diameter. So each line will be considered as a what? 1 degree. That means fourth line you have to adjust. Okay, see now adjusted for what? Fourth line. This one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. and after that so speed you can use for what? Second step. Little bit more speed you can use for what? Taper turning, blind turning or any OD part. Now slightly you can touch and move to forward and then see left side you will get what? Smaller diameter and right side you will get what? Larger diameter. See gradually diameter will be increases on to right towards right side. So again you can move forward. So little bit you can give depth and so now two days guys we move on to the right side. See gradually it increases. So every cut it will be increases. And last one. So this is cut as a what? Taper turning operation. See left side you will get what? Smaller diameter and this dia will be 20 mm and see the right side as it is should be there 24 mm OD. So this is cut as a what? Taper turning by compound rest method.
Okay guys, I hope you understood two operations today, one being knurling and second being taper turning and using compound rest method. Although there are three other different methods, we tend to use the compound rest method. Thank you class, we will see you in the next lab with more operations. Thank you.